60 FPS output should be going out. No lost frames. No nothing. 12
FPS.
seconds live output.
It says it's live right now.
Okay, so the hope is that somebody shows up to the stream. Whether or not that's going to happen is another question. We'll give them a couple minutes
here.
to file in.
While they're filing in, I need to change my fucking cable because this one's too short. This is a new setup, okay?
Sorry, I cut out a little bit. What are we waiting for again?
We're just waiting to see if anybody shows up.
Yep, pretty much. I need to fucking switch out my XLR
From what I can
cable.
see, there are 0 people in viewing, and yeah,
I'm trying to view it. It's not
I'm
letting
gonna
me.
replay. It says we're offline. No, it says live. Like there's arguably 2 people right now.
I can throw this into announcements real quick.
Yeah,
I have
why
the
don't you do
perm.
that real quick? See if anybody's there. If no one shows up in like 2 or 3 minutes, then we'll just call it.
Alright, I think that will work much better. I keep the wire out of my arm. Fuck, I dropped the clip.
Alright, I just pinged everyone.
I didn't hear a ping.
Ping.
There you go. Ping.
Who do you think you are, Pingy?
Alright, it looks
You
like
figured out my-
5 people are in. One of them is me and one of them is Jiggly. So, my guess is here it goes.
Is this something? Somebody say something in the chat.
7 people are in. Yeah, people are starting to file in. All right, we'll give them a minute or 2 here, figure everything out, and then
People say things in the
start
chat. Let's hear your moderate hype.
going. Oh God.
Moderate hype.
No,
Remember
this
that
is-
joke
this
from
is-
so long ago?
Is this GQ now?
Remember that joke?
No.
Fucking DBQ.
No,
Let's pull up a clip.
no, that's okay. All right. Well, there's 11 people in, so I'm gonna start this. All right, guys, here we go.
Fun.
Welcome to the show. This is gonna go kind of quick because I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning to go fly to the People's Republic of California.
And I'm hungry.
So we're gonna go through this. This is the NSFL awards show. We only have the NSFL one. The DSFL one was not ready yet. So that one's just been slightly delayed. We're not sure when that one's coming out, but it should be coming
I'll
along
probably
here at
have
some
to
point. It
do
might be on the
something.
forums.
Yeah.
Not sure. So here we go. 14 people in. Let's jump right into it. So I gotta hit this button, and that should make it show up for you guys. And then here we go. So we're starting with, obviously, Orange County won the Ultimus against the Hawks. Not much else to say. Congratulations, Orange County. Hopefully you enjoy it, and
We got another
I'm sure
one.
it'll happen again. Who knows?
We got another one.
You got another one.
That's 4. That's more than everyone else, right?
I don't know.
Four is
there
the
was,
most.
There was a whole bunch when Arizona was cheating back in the day.
Yeah, that was 3. They got 3. Then
Hey, we don't talk about those.
Orange County got 3. And then a bunch of other people won that we don't care about, and now the Otters got another one, so that's 4. So that means we got the most.
Gotcha. All right, so let's get on with it. First one is, oops, I gotta click, Punter of the Year. The nominees are Turk Turkleton from Baltimore, and Fulcher from Philadelphia.
I feel like Turk Turkleton should win in his final season. He was never a good kicker, but he wasn't a very good punter either, so why not?
Damn, throwing shade right now.
And the winner is... It's Culture Fulcher. It is not Turk Turkleton. Turk Turkleton fades into oblivion. He got Thanos
having already fading into oblivion, having already won a lot of Punter of the Year and Kicker of the Year awards.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of came down to...
To what?
It came down to TPE and how much Turk Turkleton had gotten over his career.
Dwyer was saying something, and then...
He did say something, and he disappeared.
He clipped.
Did I die?
You died for a second. Here, I was told I'm a bit quiet, so I'm going to up my mic just a little bit. Who's Turk Turkleton? Well, that answers that. So...
Yep. He is.
Where's your sound? I don't know, Dermot. Why don't you try turning it on, because it's definitely coming through. You might want to unmute. There's a mute button and a volume button. Try those. So, next up, we've got... Punter of the Year is really not that... I mean, congratulations. I'm sure you deserved it. Kicker of the Year. We have one nominee. It's Neo Donaldson. Who do you think won it? Who's surprised? All right, Neo Donaldson in a uncontested Kicker of the Year. All 14 votes. He definitely deserved it. He, I think he made, like, every kick. I don't know. I'm assuming he made every single kick. He's on my team. I should know this, but I think he made every kick.
Almost every kick.
He might have missed one.
I'll go check. I'm checking right now. Who... He missed 2 extra points, and he missed a single field goal. Okay,
so he was the most accurate kicker in the league with the highest amount of kicks made. Done. Simple choice. It wasn't really a hard one. Congratulations to the sophomore getting Kicker of the Year unanimous in his sophomore year. You helped us out a lot, bud. You won us an entire game once. Next, Defensive Back of the Year. This one's going to be highly contested. Oh, wait, there's only 2 nominees. All right, so Andre Bly Jr. and Blackford Oaks. I don't even know who Blackford Oaks is, nor do I know.
He's a guy.
I've
heard of him, I think.
It's really not even a shade thing. I have lost track of people's names since I left and came back. I'm not gonna lie. I focus more on SJS this year. I was kind of out of it.
Oaks is Beaver.
Oaks is Beaver. Okay.
I'd like to say that I have the same issue as Sweetwater, except I never even left. I just don't pay attention to anything. We already know this. My job is supposed to make sure that you guys in the chat are nice.
But Bly is on your team, so you should at least know how good he was.
Oh yeah, I know who he is. I think, right?
Who was a better player? Like stat-wise, who was a better player?
I'll go check.
I have this stuff pulled up right
now. Okay. What is it, Dwyer?
Basically, there's very little difference between these. Like, Oaks has 1 more interception and 1 more forced fumble, and then Bly has 1 extra.
Yeah, Bly has 2 touchdowns, and Oaks has none.
Okay, so close race, and it is Blackford Oaks. I guess when you help
more,
I don't know. He must have. He probably meant more to his team. 2 touchdowns is nothing overlooked, though.
He paid off the awards committee. I can say that, right?
I'm gonna go with homerism. I'm gonna say half. I'm gonna say he had. Yeah, sure. All right, so Blackford Oaks, congratulations, Defensive Back of the Year. Whoopee! All right, next up is Linebacker of the Year, and it's between Mason Brown and Charlie. Are all these just gonna be between OCO and Baltimore? Is that just how we're doing this?
Yes.
Now?
Yes,
they're the only 2 teams in the league. Everyone else got folded.
Oh, okay.
Every single other team.
I can actually say this was, in like GM chat, this was definitely the most contested competition out of.
Okay.
Well, it's interesting because I keep hearing Toasty talk about how great he is in the locker room, and I don't pay attention to anything. So he might be good.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know which players are which in this one either. So
great analysis there, guys.
Beautiful analysis, Jiggly.
There it is. All right,
That's what
so linebacker of the year. I'm sure it was a very close one. Obviously, you said in GM chat it was highly contested. I'm not in GM chat. I feel like I should be as a streamer, but whatever. Or as a simmer. But here we go.
GM chat?
No, I'm not. I'm not. But I
Should I?
Should I? Should you be?
Yeah.
Are you a GM?
I used to.
Do you have a head office role?
I mean, head of awards committee.
So no. Okay. Linebacker of the year, Mason Brown, Charlie Trout. Congratulations, Mason Brown.
Yeah.
There you are.
I was hearing like talk of him being MVP, so I mean that's something to look for later on in the show.
It was interesting because, well, usually MVP goes to quarterback, but we didn't have great quarterbacks this year. But you'll have to wait and see how that happened.
Ooh.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I looked through this already, and I don't remember anybody. I looked ahead to see if I wanted to skip anybody.
We cheated. That's what happened. We cheated.
I cheated. But I honestly don't remember who anybody won, so that helps out because now I can be as surprised as you.
100 TPE deduction for cheating.
Yeah, you can deduct 100 TPE for cheating in the thing that I don't even think I'm nominated in. All right.
Wait, that means a negative.
Defensive lineman of the year is Brock Weathers. There was nobody else nominated. So Brock Weathers, congratulations, your defensive lineman of the year. I don't know why nobody else got nominated.
Because nobody else is good.
Okay.
Brock Weathers pretty much kicked everyone's ass.
Did he really?
Well, he didn't have the most. He had 10 tackles for loss and 8 sacks. And he actually got some tackles. Pretty much no one else was anywhere.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
So, we have a guest that just came in.
Who?
My cat.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, so moving on. Tight end of the year is, drumroll, Versal Alto, because he's the only one nominated. Really? Nobody else did good at tight end?
No one's been good at tight end since Princess Kylie, okay? That's a fact.
No one's good at tight end unless they play at wide receiver. Essentially, that's how.
That's fair.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's too bad. It's and I know it's a downside of the sim, but it's not really players' fault. It really is the sim's fault. The issue is just that the sim doesn't use tight ends the way they're actually used in the NFL. And if you look at who's some of the best tight ends in the NFL, well, the ones that are the best are the ones who can both receive and block. And then because the NFL has become such an offensive-minded league, the guys who catch, like Kelsey here, who catch a bajillion passes for a bajillion yards, who put up wide receiver numbers, are seen as way better. But, give me a freaking Darren Fells any day of the week as a tight end.
I'm trying to remember the one guy from, season 1 from the Otters who was a tight end and was an amazing blocking tight end. George Wright Jr.
George Wright Jr.
We haven't had a good tight end since George Wright Jr.
Yeah,
but I'm not. Alto pretty much.
Go ahead.
The Alto led in yards. He led in touchdowns. He led in. Well, he was second in average yards per catch, but the person who was first caught one pass all year. So pretty much he was the best.
Okay, so yeah, of those who qualified, he was number 1 in yards per reception. Gotcha. All right, well, on to wide receiver. Oh my God, really? There's just one. Vladimir Fiore. I mean, I know he did really well, but
could somebody have given a sympathy vote to Tegan or something?
Congrats, Vladimir.
Sympathy Jiggly shout out there. We knew it was coming.
Sympathy Jiggly.
You did it. You did a good job.
I was going to say I wasn't going to talk about her, but you know what? Screw it. Whatever. Actually, Carlito Crush did well. Why didn't he get anything?
Apparently, Fyodorovich. Okay. Did well enough that he beat out everybody else. Oh, man. We had 17 for a minute there in the chat, and then we went down to 14, so apparently I suck at this. So.
Everyone got scared away. And
everyone was waiting for the moment that I mentioned Tegan, and they left.
This is a less hype one, but I'm sorry, guys. It was kind of thrown together last minute, so...
but yeah, similar to Lalto,
just
Fyodorovich
led in everything.
300 more yards than anyone else. He led in average and was 1 below the touchdown lead. So pretty much just smoked everything.
All right. Up next is running back of the year, and it's between Marquise Brown and Ricky. Really? I didn't get nominated for that one? Fuck you, Muford. I'm calling you straight the fuck out because you said you were going to vote. Oh, we lost 2 more.
Hey, people said they were going to vote for me for wide receiver of the year.
Talk shit about him and just...
Muford, first off, Muford hates friendship. I want that on the record here. That is recorded and...
Muford hates friendship.
He does hate friendship.
He does.
He also didn't vote
for
his own teammate, despite his teammate being a very good running back. But there we go. Ricky Adams and Marquise Brown. If it's probably going to be Marquise Brown. We're never going to hear the end of this if it's Marquise Brown.
It's interesting. It's an interesting factor because it's pretty much like it's almost like an argument between like Kamara versus Elliott because Marquise Brown is he's a pure running back wise. He's pretty much the best out there, but Adams added a lot of value in the receiving game.
I'm going to go one step above that and say he's the most used out there.
He's used by the entire... I can tell
he is his offense. I mean, his quarterback is struggling. His wide receivers are struggling because of that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ricky Adams being used by the entire locker room.
Ricky Adams is a split-purpose back. Ricky Adams has a fuck ton of all-purpose yards.
He's not used out on
all
the
Ricky
field.
Adams does is steal my touches. That's what he does.
He's used in the locker room. Heavily used in the locker room.
That's gross. Running back of the year is... and we're never going to hear the end of it. He's going to come up in every single...
No, don't talk about it. Move on. Move on.
Done. Quarterback of the year. It is Childish Gambino a quarterback? Like, I legitimately don't know.
They position swapped again. Everybody keeps position swapping. They changed from like quarterback to something else so that like the team is like, oh hey, I got this great high TPE player that nobody else wanted because they were a quarterback. Well, we switched them over to something else, and everybody else is like, oh, I'm a defensive end. I'm gonna be a quarterback now because I'm like, oh, this is so great. I'm the highest TPE.
I cut out a little
you know
bit
what? Quarterback. You gotta be a quarterback. And to start off, you can't switch into quarterback. You can't position switch out of quarterback. If you are a quarterback, you stay a quarterback. Damn it.
Dang. Welcome to Jeep's TED Talk.
More viewers.
They were all people who position switched into quarterback.
It was yeah, right. Infinite just said, I wish I could position switch and win the position award my first year.
I mean,
don't we all?
Like,
who was he quarterback of? I don't remember. Let's check.
He's quarterback of Colorado, and
Baltimore.
He switched from the
whatever
#kicker. Oh, Gambino is. I thought you were talking about.
No, Gambino is who I was looking at. I didn't know. I thought somebody else was the quarterback for Baltimore. I don't know why.
I'm just saying right now is that...
It was Avon, but then everyone realized that Avon sucks.
This was something that I went through a lot when looking into whether I wanted to be a quarterback or a kicker, which is there are no, like, backup quarterbacks. I mean, sure, you know,
why
you
would
don't want to be
no
sitting on the bench. Well, yeah, good point. But you wouldn't want to be on the bench anyways. But the thing is that we have a lot of people who just sort of take up that spot. So suddenly you can't have a new young player coming into the league anymore who wants to be a quarterback. Instead, they've got to wait for this guy who was an offensive lineman in a past life who position switched over and somehow magically lost a bunch of weight in sim. It's just annoying to see.
He was an offensive lineman, but he always identified as a quarterback.
And then we've got the other way around with people who decide to come in as quarterbacks, and then it's like, oh, I'm just going to do what the team needs from me. That's a great team player, but it also makes for just something very annoying for other people. It's like, oh, cool. So you just got
it's something that's been talked about before.
That's
still
something
talking about
it's something that Raven and I have Raven and I like made sure to like talk to each other about, and we decided that we are. Or at least, I'm not sure about Raven anymore, but at least myself, I'm not going to position switch away from quarterback.
Okay, returner of the year.
All right, yeah, returner of the year.
Yeah, whatever.
I have to wake up in 8 hours.
This is my biggest rant. This is my one chance for a rant, damn it.
Sleep is for the weak, man. Get out.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to sleep on the plane. It's a 6-hour plane ride, so, like, let's be honest. All right, return of the year. In actual competition, we have Vinny Valentine from Baltimore, Casimir Olas from SJS, Howard Miller from Colorado, and Bucky Barnes from Arizona. All good options. Did any of them get a return TD?
Yes, multiple of them got returned TD.
Okay, who got the most return TDs?
Let me pull that up real quick. Max was only
every
one.
one of them got one touchdown.
Oh,
all of them, like every single player has gotten one touchdown.
it's kind of interesting because a lot of what plays into this is going to be kind of punt.
Yeah,
Because
it's what average
Miller
yardage
is-
basically.
touchdowns either.
Yeah, because Miller is definitely the best kick returner out of here, but he didn't return any punts this year.
Interesting.
So it's interesting how that'll play.
Okay, well, here
I'm
we
gonna guess
go.
Oles.
It was Miller. By and
that's
vote.
boring.
He is
And
the best
vote?
kick returner of the year by and vote.
By and vote.
By and vote.
And vote.
We can all blame this on Bovo because he didn't vote and he could have swayed it, but it's all his fault, and we should all shame him.
Oh man.
Everybody call up Bovo, find his real life number, call him up, and tell him you failed.
All right, next up is the breakout player of the year, who I guess should go to what? Bovo voted late for
Bovo
Miller.
did vote. Okay, cool. He was the vote that swayed everything. Anyway, still
All right,
shame
so
on him.
breakout player of the year is between Childish Gambino, obviously, because he switched positions and won it. Damian Arnold, Vinny Valentine, and Tana Keita.
Wait a second. Hold on.
What?
The consensus is that if you position switch to a different position and you had an amazing season, you're not allowed to get breakout player of the year. That's what happened to Tegan. She had an amazing year at wide receiver when she was scoring with the quarterback. I am very angry about this. If Childish Gambino wins this, I am very angry.
Did Tegan switch from one offensive position to a similar offensive position?
Tegan Atwell switched from a defensive position to an offensive position.
Okay, well then, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Childish Gambino may not even win, so like, why don't you save your anger for if Childish Gambino wins?
I like being angry though; it creates good content.
All of them are Baltimore except for Tana. God, I guess Baltimore was the team. Baltimore, if according to the awards, you guys had the best team in the league, but you lost. So I don't know what to tell you.
They're booty.
It went to Damian Arnold. There you go. So you don't even have to be mad. One person gave Childish Gambino a vote.
I'm gonna find that one person. I'm gonna give
Yeah,
him a strongly
Damian
worded
Arnold
letter.
definitely. Besides the fact that his acronym is Darnold, so therefore he's the best.
Oh
But
God.
other than that,
He's the best at
he had a
interceptions.
That one person that voted for Childish Gambino. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna send you pictures of.
Okay. Anyway, so Damian Arnold was a great breakout player. Sounds like he had an awesome year after having a shitty year. So.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing.
yes, was shit, no longer shit. That's the basis of
deserving of the award.
I guess whatever.
So I guess the plan to get breakout player of the year is now do absolutely nothing, play like shit for a year, then come in, then put a ton of TPE in and stop playing like shit.
Oh man, I should
Sleeper
do that.
strategy. There we go.
You just bank all of your TPE for that for like your first 3 seasons, and then put it all in after that.
There you go.
It's genius. That's how you get an award.
That's 200 IQ players right there.
That's 5D space chess. All right, offensive rookie of the year. Between James Bishop and Dick Wizardry. If I had to guess, it'd probably be Wizardry. Mostly because I know who he is.
Should have been Sunny Curse. Those are all typos. I'm going to change that.
Those are all typos?
Yeah, all of them are typos. I don't know what Infinite was doing.
Yeah,
I told them to
it's
rig
actually
it for me,
supposed to say Sunny Blessed. Oh no, Sunny Cursed. Sorry.
Wow.
Whatever.
Wow. Offensive rookie of the year is the one whose name I know, Dick Wizardry.
Dick Wizardry. Okay, I'm fine with that then.
Won by a good margin.
This one, it was a little closer if you look at like the stats, but what didn't happen on they don't show on like the receiving index is like James Bishop had like 29 drops. So he caught a lot, but he had brick hands, even worse than me, and I have like no hands.
Can somebody send me like how many drops Tegan had for the reason why like she
just
wasn't
go into
season
the thing and click on each game and type in the word drop and then scroll down and count.
Hey, Infinite, don't bring up this logic about how I didn't vote for myself. I told you to rig it. I expect results.
That is too much work for someone who does so little.
All right, here we go. Defensive rookie of the year is Charlie Trout because he's the only one. Congratulations, Charlie Trout. You are the defensive rookie of the year.
Should I get some noisemakers and just like wee
woo
la da?
Yeah, I mean, he almost won linebacker of the year. It makes sense.
Wait a second, that's not his
really
render. I don't remember that being his render.
Apparently it is now. Next, performance of the year is Gus Showbiz in the Ultimus, Damian Arnold in Week 8, or Gus Showbiz in Week 1. So, interestingly, it's not each player can get involved once. I would have assumed each player gets one performance that could be theirs, and then there's another one. But apparently, Gus Showbiz has a much better chance of winning either way.
Yeah, there was a little bit of disagreement between the people who were voting for Showbiz, like which one was his better one. But I picked. I can't say what I picked. JK. I think. I think Showbiz Week 1 should win just because of how lower the QB quality was this year. Like normally, and not that 6 touchdowns happens all the time, but
that Week 1 was a 6 touchdown. I didn't remember that.
Yeah, like before you could have multiple QBs get 6 touchdowns in a season, and this year, like I don't think anyone else made it above 4. Wow. That was really a surprise. But outside of that, I mean.
So you're saying that everyone was crap?
Yes.
Pretty much everyone was crap except for Showbiz. There was only
this
2.
This entire season was a folly.
There was only 2 quarterbacks who got over 4 touchdowns once, and they were both Gus Showbiz, and they're both here. But Damian Arnold also, he had 7 tackles and then 2 interceptions that he both returned for a touchdown. So both really good, but I think if it was me, because, not like I have any say in this or anything, but if it was me, I'd pick Showbiz Week 1.
All right,
so we know what you voted for.
Dwyer leaked first. He voted for Showbiz Week 1.
Leaks!
And he lost to Damian Arnold, who just blew it up. What did Damian Arnold do Week 8 that just blew this up?
7 tackles and 2 pick sixes. So it's not like he's not deserving, but I'm just saying I don't know about that.
We know what you voted for.
Even pick sixes are so rare in this league that like 2 of them. Come on, son. Although Damian Arnold, is he a linebacker? You said?
No, he's a free safety.
Oh, he's a free safety. Okay, I was about to ask why is he wearing a defensive back number. He was breakout of the year. He was breakout of the year. That was my bad. I was thinking he was defensive rookie of the year. All right, next. General managers of the year. It doesn't matter because it's CK Royal and Andrew Warren of the SaberCats from going from a 1-win team to competing for the being an ultimate hopeful.
Here's
they definitely have
8-win starting streak was huge. I will call them out for not fucking game planning for like 4 weeks there.
Roast. Put them on blast.
I will. I just did. They know I put them on blast in the locker room too.
I just want to say that I'm very happy that we've moved on.
That's it. You heard it here first. Locker room problems in San Jose.
Yeah, well, most of that stems from Muford hating friendship, so.
That's true. Muford hates friendship. Don't forget.
I just wanted to mention how happy I am that we've moved on from only picking whoever won the Ultimates that year, because that was really annoying.
Yeah, that's dumb. That doesn't make you the manager of the year.
Just because you won doesn't mean you're good.
It's the same reason that what's his name the Bears coach won Coach of the Year despite shit in the bed in the playoffs.
Matt Nagy.
It's bad unless for the times that I won GM of the Year, those were 100% warranted. But other than that,
it was definitely not the years that you had half of your team were not existent people.
I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. That's
Ronaldo was real to me. Ronaldo was real to me.
I bet if you talk to
I was
gonna say, I bet if you talk to he will put you in touch with Ronaldo. And Tim Pest, if you want to talk to Tim Pest, he's still around.
Sometimes I still think about maybe, one night messaging and having him role play as Ronaldo for me.
Yeah, I don't think he'd do that. I think if you phrase it that way, he's not going to do it.
Now we all know Jiggly's sexual fantasies about fate.
If it had just said, I didn't game plan all season and I bumblefucked our way to 6 wins. Well, there you go. I guess if you've got good enough players, you can get 6 wins. You could have a losing record if you don't
That's an
gameplay.
interesting word.
Yeah.
I need to use that more.
I prefer the word chuckle fox. I like
that's
chuckle
a different
fox.
thing though.
That's a different thing, but I really like that word. And
anyways, offensive player of the year is between Ricky Adams, who almost won running back of the year, and Vladimir Fyodorovich, who did win something. So my guess is it would probably go to the guy who won something for being the best at his position over the guy who didn't win anything for his position.
Something dumb happened,
well,
guys.
There's an interesting thing because we just put this in place we just started doing this in you can only win offensive player or MVP or defensive player or
okay,
MVP.
so Vladimir Fyodorovich didn't win and shouldn't have been nominated is what you're saying.
This sounds
I'm
dumb.
just saying to keep that in mind. That's something that we changed this year. So if you win this award, you can't win MVP.
Oh, you can't win MVP.
So
gotcha. That makes sense.
All right. For this award, that means you were not nominated for MVP.
Gotcha. I thought you meant he couldn't have wide receiver of the year
this is
and
too
offensive
confusing.
player of the year. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So it's one of the two.
Abolish the awards.
Honestly, Vladimir Fyodorovich, while he was the number one wide receiver, I don't know if he was his entire offense is in the same way Ricky. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Which one is it? You gonna go? It's Vladimir Fyodorovich. It's the guy who won another award for being the best in his position. Who's surprised?
Who would have thought it?
Let's move on. You're the genuine surprise here right now.
A genuine surprise. It not even because it looked ahead. Legitimately, I just went, oh, did one guy win an award for being the best in his position? Yes. Okay. That guy probably won. All right. Defensive player of the year is between Mason Brown, who won an award for being the best in his position, and Charlie Trout, who won an award for being the best rookie of the year. This one's actually a tough one.
I just want to mention that I think that Charlie Trout should win this because apparently if the rule is that you can't win Defensive Player of the Year, you can't win Defensive Player of the Year if you've won MVP. So that means that Charlie Trout won this because Mason Brown clearly won MVP.
Also, yeah, it depends on MVP. I think how it goes though, because Mason Brown won linebacker of the year, so if Charlie Trout is the one that gets defensive player of the year, I think that's definitely me.
Hold on, breaking news, Casey Colby just retired.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. We got
just his player or totally?
He just says it's over.
He's just given up on the league totally?
What happened?
Yeah, he's given up.
Apparently Colby's quitting the league.
Yep.
Colby's quitting the league? Why? When did that happen?
I don't know. Just now.
4 minutes ago.
He's gone forever.
He just said he's not reiterating.
There will be mixed reviews on that one. I know some people liked him. I know I had decent conversations with him. I know some people fucking hated him. So,
What just...
He says it's because of a CP?
A sippy? Really?
Yep. That's what it sounds like.
He says that he realized that DOR was part of the HO that fucked me, but that's not true. But I mean,
that DOR who?
Death on Reddit.
A sippy, yeah. I don't know him as DOR. I just know him as a sippy. Or the one that everybody hated calling him, which was Ass Pie, but apparently that was a big no-no.
It was.
I'm gonna get in trouble. I know it's because it was if you pronounce it a different way, it was seemingly insulting, but whatever. I just don't care.
Apparently he's embraced. Apparently he's officially embraced being called Ass Pie, though. So it's
whatever.
He's assimilated.
That's fine. Whatever. The only thing that kept me active was my devotion to Run CMC, but then I realized that the other GM was Death on Reddit. It was part of the HO that fucked me, and I realized I owed Arizona nothing. All right, then.
Guys, I'm pretty sure. Breaking news.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. The last part, but besides that, I'm pretty sure the first part was. It just sounds cool. Just like a love story. Just the only thing that kept me going was my pure devotion to Run.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this, though, is that this is going to play very well into our upcoming events, which hopefully we'll have some sort of stream for because of everybody deciding to not do things. But for the draft, because that means that we're going to have a quarterback come into Arizona, especially if Because
That's
sure, you can
unique.
have somebody fucking position switch like they always fucking do, but there are 3 quarterbacks going into this DSFL draft at the very least. But they can just wait it out for one of these because there's time consumer, there is Raven, and of course there's me.
And there's Jay Blaze the boss.
Well, no, Jay Blaze.
No, Jay Blaze is actually he's a tight end in this upcoming NSFL.
Oh, I thought he was making another quarterback.
No.
Jables isn't. I can't call him Jables because that's Jack Black now.
Because this is going to be very interesting for us here, with how Arizona is going to have to try to find a way to replace the production that they got out of Kevin Fitzpatrick.
Very interesting. Why don't we save that for draft talk? This is the season 12 awards show. It was just a breaking news. I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're not going to be here.
I don't give a shit.
I want to hear your opinions. Damn it.
All right, here's my opinion. They will draft a quarterback. There we go. There is my opinion.
Wow.
They will undoubtedly draft the position of need.
Wait a second. That's a leak. That's a leak. You're going to get caught.
I will.
See, they're going to draft Time Consumer, and then it's going to be weird because I'm going to be on the Otters and Time Consumer is going to be on the Outlaws.
Infinite already brings up a good point. The S13 draft has already happened in the GM chat, so...
Well, I mean...
we're talking about...
Yeah, S4, S14, obviously, but...
This is next year's draft.
Do you think they go a year without... Do you think they go a year without a quarterback? I don't know. Anyway, defensive player of the year is either Mason Brown or Charlie Trout. Both have won a previous award, one for overall, but rookie category, and one for the best linebacker in a very hot debate. So...
Mason Brown needs to win MVP, so it's Charlie Trout.
Super hot debate.
Here we go. It is on click. Go. Click. Ah! Mason Brown won. So Mason Brown doesn't win MVP. I guess suck it, Jiggly? I don't know. Apparently that's pissed you off significantly, so burned.
I don't know. I mean, whatever. It's not my player.
I say Zoom now. You like it. All right. So Mason Brown won. Congratulations, Mason Brown, with your you were linebacker of the year, your defensive player of the year as a whole. Apparently, you were head and shoulders above everything enough, even though you were in a highly contested.
Head and shoulders, does that make him
Damn it, Toasty, do better.
OB.
Does it make him who? What?
I like
OBJ. Oh God damn it! I get where you're going.
I see that it's caused you distress.
All right, most dedicated member is either between you, Dwyer, who definitely voted for yourself.
That is not true. That is slander.
It's 100% true. Don't even give me that shit.
How dare you?
I will do it right now. There is one way you can. Yeah, how dare you, Dwyer? You voted for yourself as commissioner.
I did not.
You definitely did. The only way.
I actually know who voted for.
Well, apparently you got some votes. Muford in head office. He should not win this one because he hates friendship.
Hates friendship, should not get any sort of award, especially one that involves dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication has to be involved for
he's
friendship.
Not dedicated to friendship. That's true.
Not dedicated to friendship enough.
And then Infinite MPG, who does all the work to put into these presentations, makes them look real nice.
All these
does
sexy
all the graphics.
graphics.
And stuff.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm extremely biased by this and saying
he takes out all of his time from when he's trying to procrastinate doing his schoolwork, and he.
Yeah.
Some
of us aren't in school, so we don't have to deal with that, and it's great.
I have a very tough if I'm choosing between these 3 people, though, I have a very tough decision because Dwyer's my teammate. Muford is actually like a friend in real life, even though he hates friendship. And Infinite is like the person who puts all of this together, and this is like the only part of the year that I see.
You and Muford actually kind of live near each other too.
Yeah, Chicago. Anyway,
Chicago,
so it's really hard. Yeah, Chicago, very specific place.
Yeah, it's a very small city with only.
It's within a single square mile.
It is very similar to Saskatoon, where apparently half of the league is from now. So,
yeah.
Anyway, so
but I'm gonna say Infinite.
Infinite's the one. I mean, it should be. There you go. It probably should be Infinite, and it is Infinite MPG. There you go. 11 votes. 2 people voted for Dwyer. One of them was Dwyer.
I voted for Infinite. No, I voted for Infinite, but Infinite also voted for me because we have a friendship that is Unlike Muford, who has no friendship.
But then who voted for Muford? Who
Probably himself.
hates friendship.
Because he hates friendship.
He hates friendship, so he votes for himself.
Exactly.
He's only friends with himself.
See, it makes sense.
He just plays with himself only.
Can't confirm.
It was a really easy one. It shouldn't have been that funny. Come on. That was the lowest effort joke I've ever made.
Like, come on. Like, it was alarming. It caught me off guard there.
Friendship is forever. My time as draft guy is not. Oh no, Infinite's gonna stop making draft things. Then we're gonna be fucked.
Well, he left us templates.
Yeah, pretty much. In case you're wondering, just that job is open. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking,
oh, great, cool.
I want a shit ton of money
out now.
for doing.
Yeah, if you want a lot of money, you can do.
I find out now that all of these will suddenly look bad.
This?
And he wrote "Aw shucks, guys" in there. Look at that. He even put that little. I can even hold on. Can I do this? Is this even legal? Am I a mad lad? Look at this. Oh.
Are you leaking?
Oh my God! He put it right there, and you can see it. Hold on. There it is. Mad fucking lad. As I circle it with a mouse, that you can now see. Maybe. I don't know.
Fucking mad lad.
I'm a fucking mad lad, guys. It's true.
I don't see anything on the stream.
Listen to that. It's crazy.
I don't see anything.
I don't know. It's coming.
Yes, we all love you, Infinite.
There, it's on the screen right now. It just circled several times, and then it went away. Fuck you.
No, it's not. Okay, I see your mouse there. Oh, okay, now I see it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
cool.
Finally, most valuable player. We're at the end here.
No, we're done now. It's not Mason Brown, so we're done.
No, we're not done.
We're done.
We're not done.
Ricky Adams.
We're doing it.
Childish Gambino. That's a good question, because Ricky Adams didn't win any of the things that he was nominated for.
They were saving him for this
moment. So he obviously isn't the most valuable player.
He's obviously going to win this because they were saving him.
That's true. Childish Gambino won quarterback of the year, so theoretically,
and I want Childish Gambino to lose everything now because he's a freaking position switcher.
It's interesting.
I'm gonna make that a thing.
Like, traditionally, you usually see a quarterback win this,
right?
But this year, quarterbacks are straight trash on me.
Right.
Everybody's trash.
But yeah, Ricky Adams. He did get some recognition for Offensive Player of the Year, but he also didn't win, and he didn't win Running Back of the Year. So it's
that's true.
Did he?
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to say if he really.
But the rule that you stated before about him not being able to win any other awards.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't count him out. It's just kind of an interesting scenario. It's like Childish Gambino would be kind of the traditional pick.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won anything yet.
It's a freaking position switcher. I'm gonna make it a thing that we're all racist against position switchers. Then they're gonna have an uprising.
Wow.
Jiggly racist. You heard it here.
Jiggly is racist. He announced it here first.
I'm racist against position switchers.
You heard it.
There it is. He just said it again.
And I am not afraid.
Someone clip it.
Somebody clip it real quick.
Somebody's gonna
put
clip
it on all his every time he tries to apply for a job. Well, were you aware?
Were you aware that he hates people who switch positions?
No, you use a different word for that one.
Wait, when you think about it, does that mean that he hates bisexual people? I think
it does. It means he hates trans people.
Oh my gosh,
he's racist and transphobic.
Do I have to make a trans player now?
Please don't.
Cool.
Because
then
of the
I
ridiculousness that is this fucking league.
Yeah, because everybody else is gonna make fun of it.
Yeah, it's gonna start a shitstorm.
And I make fun of anything pretty much anyone does. It's kind of like part of my job description.
I just don't want another Archon situation. I just don't want another Archon.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very mad. I had a full-on interview with Archon that got deleted from the servers that it was saved on because the bot quit in the middle of it. And I'm really mad because you got to see a different side of him, honestly. He went full-on meme for like the first 5 minutes, and then he actually showed his real colors, and he was just too much of a fucking mad lad for this game, for this league.
The only thing I remember about Archon is when in Arizona we were thinking about drafting him, and we just mentioned it in passing, and everyone was like, "Wait, you're not serious, are you?" And complained until we decided, okay, we should.
he was.
I mean, he went too far a lot of times.
He may have. I don't know. Yeah, he almost did.
He's Baltimore's favorite player. That's for sure. You can.
Honestly, like I said, he had me in fucking stitches during our interview. It was hilarious, but I have a much different sense of humor than a lot of people. So, but he underneath all of the craziness, he was an interesting guy. Anyway, just too much of a fucking mad lad anymore. Anyway, most valuable player is Ricky Adams.
Ha!
Kerchow.
There he is. There you go. Ricky Adams won. He is now...
He's on my team. I just don't
he's your running back. He was your
I don't know what the user is.
Back.
I just know that he's a running back and he's on my team.
The danger zone.
Cool. TDZ. Running
that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That was less nice.
I don't know about that.
Whatever. I didn't try.
I can't sing, so I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. But here we go. Here, most valuable player is Ricky Adams, the danger zone. Congratulations!
Let's get him on for an interview right now.
Yeah, he was really. It kind of.
Is he here?
I think that's kind of.
Probably
I don't
not.
think he is. But it makes sense. Like he was here and he won because like, I guess that's why he didn't get running back of the year because he wasn't a pure running back. But as far as players go, he added so much value. And as we said, the quarterbacks sucked this year. So.
Yeah. But MPG, I played Danger Zone. But MPG's like, we're gonna get copy striked. And I'm like, dude, that doesn't happen.
You're gonna get copyright strike because my voice is so beautiful and so perfect.
People straight up play full-on YouTube videos and other shit on this, and they never get copy strike. No, we're not. We're fine. We're okay.
Yeah, that only happens on YouTube.
Yeah, it really only happens on YouTube. Plus, we didn't monetize it, so it doesn't matter. You know, it's not like anything else. So. All right, guys, there you have it.
Well, you know what, Gambino? I didn't even know that you'd position switch because I thought you were a true diehard. So think about that for a few minutes.
I don't know what that.
Are you talking?
About.
Is he like at your house right now?
Anyway,
at your house, he's just like.
I'm projecting him onto my cat. Okay, I'm projecting
top 10 anime betrayals, guys.
Congratulations to all of those both nominated and especially those who won. Continue on with your good work. Obviously, for breakout player of the year, continue being good. Don't go suck again and then come back. Although technically with this sim, that's really hard to do, is to go from good to suck and then versus suck to good.
So pro tips from Sweetwater. Don't
try not to suck.
Don't suck. You know, if you do your stuff and you get TPE, you don't end up like me, and you don't win any. You win awards.
You get TPE and you don't end up like me.
Yeah, but just to clarify, if you do suck, please swallow. It's appreciated.
Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Well, thanks for everything. Hope you got something out of the show. Don't forget to come back here.
Congratulations to everyone who won.
Congratulations to everyone who won. Keep working hard for
those who didn't. If you want to commentate the draft,
say bye to everyone, Kitty.
Yep. I won't be here. Say goodbye to Jiggly's cat, I guess, and subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yes.
Whatever. I unsubscribed.
You get back there right the fuck now, or I will shoot you.
Come on, what are you?
I liked his early stuff.
This is for the greater good.
It's for the goddamn it, Jiggly.
Do you really want the Indians to take over? Do you want to eat curry for the rest of your life?
They're going to. It's inevitable.
Come on.
Is it inevitable? Is it inevitable?
It is.
It's inevitable because you didn't subscribe.
Yeah, that's really what it is. That's all it is right now. It's down to 500,000 difference. Although it was down to like 100,000 for a while ago. Just. Okay, Jiggly and everybody else? Do your job. Do your part for America, for the world, for not India.
America.
Subscribe to the Valley Folk. Subscribe to the Valley Folk instead.
Thank you guys to my co-hosts. I won't see you guys for a little bit because I won't be here for the drafts, unfortunately. I'm going to be out in LA partying my nuts off with musicians, but you guys have fun.
So you're going to Lance Armstrong?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a whole bunch of I'm gonna dope a bunch. I'm gonna take some HGH and then I'm gonna lose a testicle, and win 8 Tours de France.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the recipes for success and
recipes for success. Step 1: chop off one of your balls.
What happened? I just heard.
Don't listen to us. Listen to Lance Armstrong.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, you gotta pull down on one of them real hard.
This is all going into the thing too. It's great.
On the left one.
Anyway,
Yes.
This is amazing.
All right, guys.
I just heard chop off your ball.
Flare!